Alright, what is going on, you guys? It is Wrestle League. We got a couple of interesting stories to talk about today. The first stories I have got for you guys. Alexa Bliss reacts to Uncle Her Day appearance on Raw. Alexa Bliss was one of the protagonists of the last episode of Monday Night Raw. The fighter made an appearance to explain her action on Bianca Belair last week, and she exclaimed that she felt good for having beaten the women's champion of the Red brand. Bliss insisted on feeling in control of her life, and this promoted the appearance of Uncle Howday, who asked her if she really felt in control of her. Howday made an appearance and subsequently left. After the show ended, Alexa Bliss was interviewed backstage by Byron Saxton, who asked her what the hell had happened out there. Bliss was dubious, so she assured that she is in control of the situation and her target is still Bianca Belair and her Raw Women's Championship. Uncle Howday showed up to try scare me. Nice try. I have talked on my demons and I know who I am and I'm not afraid of him. My goal is Bianca and the Raw Women's Championship because I'm the one in control here. Not, not he has it, declared Alexa Bliss before the WWE cameras during the Raw Talk episode. Despite Alexa Bliss's words, it seems Uncle Howdy is destined to hunt her. In recent weeks, we have witnessed Howdy slowly taking over the fighter, causing her to change her attitude and move closer to the Dominic person of the past. Next up, Johnny Gargano confirms he has a shoulder injury. Gargano himself has broken the news through his official Twitter account, where he has revealed that he is suffering from a shoulder injury. WWE doctors have decided that he had to rest for a while to heal the wound 100%. Gargano has expressed his desire to return in time to participate in the Men's Royal Rumble Battle Royale. I injured myself at the live event in Toronto and the medical team wants to protect me a little bit. Rest assured that I'm going to give everything I can to get back in the ring and be the guy that you all know I can be. Just let me be a part of the Rumble, Gargano wrote on the Twitter. Johnny Gargano suffered a sprained acromioclavicular joint, an injury that occurred after falling into an awkward position during the tag team match that took place on December 30 in Toronto, Canada. That night, Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis teamed up to defeat Baron Corbin and The Miz in a tag team match. Next up, Xavier Woods drags an injury that prevents him from competing. Xavier Woods will not be able to fight. This has been revealed by PW Insider, including that the fighter has some physical problems and that he has been considered for a moment unfit to carry out his work as a fighter. PW Insider has learned that Xavier Woods is bruised and is not 100% ready to compete yet. That is why New Day has not had as much action in the ring. The expectation internally is that he should be fine for Royal Rumble, maybe earlier. Woods was in Kofi Kingston's corner at the live event the other night in Huntsville, Alabama. This is important information since Kingston and Woods are currently the NXT Tag Team Champions. This week the Development Brands program includes a match between three teams to determine the title challengers. Royal Rumble will take place on January 28th, so there will only be 17 days left before Woods returns to action. Next up, Ric Flair assures that he would repeat his last fight. This past summer, Ric Flair returned for the second time from retirement to compete in one last match against Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, along with his son-in-law Andrade. The event disputes the fact that he was surrounded by controversy due to Flair's age and his health problem was a great commercial success and marked the definitive closure for the legendary fighter careers. Now Ric Flair has been able to talk about his final fight in the last program of his podcast. To be the man and former world champion assured that he would repeat the fight if he could change something about what happened. These were his words. "I pray I can repeat it again. It's something I beg, and I have said to like 100 people. How come I forget to drink water all day? That's all that happened to me. You saw it. I drank 5 beers right after I did it." The match of the GCP Ric Flair last match event lasted almost half an hour, and the truth is that in the last stage of the contest Flair was disoriented and had complications to continue with the fight as planned. Many fans and experts come to worry about Flair's condition due to his image in the final minutes, but apparently he was simply dehydrated. Finally, the rumor of the purchase of WWE by Saudi Arabia grows. The WWE administration has been in the spotlight for the past few hours. We recently reported that departure of Stephen McMahon from the role of co-CEO of WWE. The authority returns to the pause that had been taken weeks before being positioned after the withdrawal of her father. Later, WWE reported the return of Vince McMahon to the presidency of the board of directors after being unanimously elected by the members of the board. The position occupied again by Vince will allow him to accelerate a possible sale of the company, which would have already occurred according to several journalists close to the company. The Body Slam portal circulated the rumor that the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund closed the agreement for the purchase of WWE. The news was taken with a grain of salt by other journalists who say the company has remained silent on the matter. Others like Steven Muehlhausen of DAZN News give credence to that statement, clarifying that it's a matter of time before the new owners make more changes to their administrative sector. Not knowing if it's related to the Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer stated that monstrous news could be coming in the next few hours. WWE going private appears to be imminent as more rumors begin to circulate. If this happens, the shareholders of the company will be enabled to sell their ownership part. On the other hand, the company will stop reporting directly to US government laws operating under much more autonomous rules. It should be noted that neither WWE nor the state of Saudi Arabia have mentioned this fact as official. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. Until next time, stay well.